Hey, man, stop that cat. Listen, I got some brand new stuff for the fans regarding Errol Spence Jr. In this video, I'm going to give you the full breakdown what could be next for, hey, man, damn, stop that cat, big fish, yeah. Yeah, I definitely do that, right? Errol Spence Jr., everybody wants to know where he's been, what he's been up to. Leave it to your boy Ego. Now, on my channel, the best in the business, and it's not even close, where I don't just talk about it, I cite my sources and I show you where you're getting the information and where it's coming from. Receipts, if you will. Boom. Follow me on social media. Listen, before I get into it, you guys are going to follow me on my gram. Link in the description at BoxingEagle1. Trying to get to 75,000. I don't like this number, 666. Mark it a beast. But help the page get to 75,000. I made this graphic. Sebastian Fundora versus Errol Spence Jr. being targeted for March 29th, Las Vegas, at 154 pounds per report. This report comes from boxing reporter Dan Raphael. I will enlarge it. It says, per sources involved, the target date for Spence Fundora Spence, 154-pound title bout, March 29th, late March, headline PBC, Prime, Amazon Prime pay-per-view, possibly at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, Las Vegas. The deal is not 100% done yet, but if it gets done, that is the plan as of now, the source says. So that's what we're working with. A fan says, bruh, it should have been in Texas, to which Dan Rayfield says, A, it's not my decision. B, there's more money in Vegas. C, why would Sebastian Fundora, who has the title, fight on Spence's turf? Again, this is what happens when you get fanagers, fans that play manager. It sounds good in theory, or maybe you live in Texas and, you know, Errol's put lit venues and had good fights there. But you don't know the logistics in making this fight. Like, I tell you guys all the time, I'm the best in the business and it's not even close. It reminds me of Gervonta Davis. When Gervonta Davis, when his fight with Lamont Roach, people were saying, oh, it's not going to happen. Oh, it is going to happen. Yada, 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 right? The Lamont Roach fight. I specifically remember it was reports that the fight was going to happen, and then it was said to happen in Texas, in Houston, Texas, and then all of a sudden we start hearing reports that Texas might not do it. You know, it might not actually take place in Texas. They're having venue issues. You get a lot of content creators that put out clickbait, and people get all invested in it, start making up news. Fans start making up storylines, or, oh, I heard this, but you heard it from somebody who is not tapped in, you know, like a content creator who's possibly trying to just get viewership through clickbait. So people, I feel like that's what's watering down the sport. 2025, we can change that. Be careful where you get your information from, because you have to go, in boxing, it's like the Wild Wild West. You have to go with accredited people and sources that you can trust, that you've been known to trust. If you're giving your intention to anybody else that doesn't fit into that small bracket of people who are keeping it real, and more often than not, their information is good, you're part of the problem. Because why would we empower any content creator in this space to keep lying? And you can see it. You look in comment sections, people like, you tricked me with the video, I got tricked again, I'm never clicking on your videos again. And, you know, people start getting mad when you look on YouTube or Instagram and it's clickbait. And YouTube is about to start cracking down on the clickbait. That's just what it is. It's gotten so bad where that's where we're at with it, where, you know, you got to police the issue. And you guys will see, I've been reading up on the YouTube stuff, and that's where it's getting. And people are getting too involved, not really sourced up, and just virtually making stuff up. And again, you see it in the comment section. People like, you always lead me astray. Where are you getting this information from? Again, the difference between me, Elite Ego, and Brand X is you don't ever have to worry about, first of all, out of respect for my fellow colleagues, I never take somebody's source information and not give them credit. So in this video, I could have run up my watch time and do a long video and long intros and outros and tell you to subscribe and, you know, steal credit from Dan Raphael. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing people not pay attribution and stealing other people's information, passing it off as their own. You got content that really can be condensed from, you know, like a 12 minute video, and it really could have gotten condensed to this. And then it's like filler, a lie right here in this small pocket, more filler. And it's like, what are we watching? So again, when it comes to boxing, be careful where you get your information from, because at the end of the day, if the source is not reliable, you're just going to only confuse yourself and the fans. So as far as the fight, Errol Spence Jr., love it. Very dangerous fight coming off the Crawford fight, because, you know, let's be real, that was not a good fight for Errol Spence, how it played out. Crawford's a beast, got active. Crawford told you, he said, I gets active. Like, he told you he gets active, and then in the fight he got active. So Errol Spence, not his best showing, whatever was wrong with him or whatever. You know, you can't cry over spilled milk. It played out how it played out. Errol's been on the sideline. And then to fight like a 6'6", Fundora coming off that, plus Derek James and Errol Spence, to my knowledge, are separated and they're not working together. So that's a lot. You know, a brand new trainer. You've been working with him maybe since the amateurs. Now you're no longer working with him. I believe there were some lawsuits involved. And now, first professional loss, no longer with DJ, fighting a champion, fighting somebody who was kind of battle tested. Only one loss, I believe, to Brian Mendoza. But it wasn't like he was getting ragdolled. I feel like Fundora is dangerous because of his frame and the fact that he likes to fight more often than not, and he's an inside fighter. So he's dangerous because you have to find a way with that frame. He's just like Slender Man. You have to find a way how you going to get in there safely. So all things considered, very dangerous fight. It's a good fight. I'll definitely be tapped in. I personally, like I always say, I wouldn't be mad at Errol Spence if he took a tune-up, but that's just not what he wants to do. He says he's Mr. No tune-ups, and if I'm not good enough to beat this guy or this guy, then, you know, it'll be shown. So we'll see how it plays out. I'll keep you guys posted, but definitely PBC getting their schedule together, and I'm looking forward to it because PBC had a quiet year for the most part last year for different reasons that I've already went over. I'm not going to rehash that. And I'm a big fan of Errol Spence. I do enjoy Fundora's fights too. So may the best man win. And I will keep you guys posted. So let me know what you guys think.